welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make, why am I so blurry? How to make a rat cage or a bird cage into a suitable rat cage for a very small rat. So I recently have had 2 rats pass away and I did get a new rat just to keep Pepper company because Pepper is in this cage all by herself and it's huge, and so I got her a wee pal, Penelope. So I've got this cage at the moment, which is awesome, it's great, but these bars here are so easy for her to get through. So what you will need is a suitable, so I got this from Mire, a suitable like wire to cover it up. And then you're also going to need some pliers to cut it and to ply them together. And then you also need a helper as well. So Ralph's gonna help me with this video. And then, yeah, pretty much what you need to do is get your rat out, put them in a safe place. I'm just going to let Pepper run around because she loves it and she'll just go play on the couch or something like that. Or she plays with Ralph, you know, they quite like each other. So what I will do is, because I thought that maybe I would take this cage apart, but looking at the cage, it's got this much of a gap along here. I feel like it would actually be easy to put the wire on. Hang on, take the cat's bed off there. I think it would actually be easy to get the pieces in here through this gap that we've got here. So I think what I'm going to do, take everything out of this cage so it's just a shell, put Pepper on the floor so she can hang out, and then yeah, I guess do it that way, because then if any bits of metal go in or anything, then it's going to be nice and safe. So yeah, here's Pepper here. I'm gonna change your house up so we can put Penelope in with you. Okay? So I'll just pop her down. You don't play with her. She gone now. She gone. So now that you've gutted the cage, or if you have, like, if you want to take it apart, that could be easier as well. Now that you've gutted the cage, it's time to start cutting some of the wire to put it in. Now, Pepper is completely and utterly safe there, so don't stress. She's fine. She can handle herself. You know, she's happy. So I'm not worried that she's gonna get in the way of me doing my cutting and everything like that. But if you do have a rat that will get in the way, just make sure you kind of keep them out of the way, just because you don't want them to get hurt and that kind of thing. So yeah, you just kind of want to keep them out of the way, but Pepper normally keeps out of the way anyway. As you can tell, she's very not interested in what I'm doing at all. But yeah, you want to say hi to the camera? Penelope is in her little house at the moment. So yeah, let's get on to cutting it up into segments, and you'd want to go along here, stick it along here. So I'm just going to cut them out, measure them up as well. I might count crossways. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but we will see. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to measure how long I need these pieces to be. So I kind of need it to match with the inside of this and then the inside of this. So I need it about half of, well, about there on it. So I need to start measuring that. So I need to find the edge, and I'm just going to get my pliers that cut. And I'm just going to cut this end, if it will let me get in there, just so I've got my starting point. Sweet. So I've cut that bit there, and then that bit looks like it should piece in there quite nicely if I cut along there, and then I just need to make it as long as this. So let's get unwrapping. So what I've done now is I've measured how long I need this piece to be. So I'm going to cut all the way along here, matched up, and then I'm going to cut pieces for each side, and I'm going to do that now. Alright, so now all the bits are cut out, we can start piecing this together. So I've just cut these bits out. Now you do have to be careful because it is sharp on the edges. So it's not something that's, like, you might want to wear some gloves or something. I have cut myself, just so you know. It is And it's bloody hard to cut too, so if you can get actual wire cutters instead of pliers, that's probably better for you. Because there's this one freaking bit that just won't cut. I'm so close to this freaking camera too. Alright. So I've cut that bit off now. So this is going to fit nice on the sides. So like I said, the edges are very sharp. And it's all very good at sticking together. So what I'm going to be doing is flattening this piece out. And just bending it kind of the other way. Because the good thing about metal is that you can bend it into any shape that you want. It's just kind of sticking to the carpet at the moment. Right, so I've bent this piece here, and as you can see, I've made it a little bit bigger, which I think that there's nothing wrong with doing that, because then I can just overlap it to the sides. Like, this is not going to be a permanent fixture on there, but you can make it a permanent fixture. But pretty much what I've done here is make it like that shape. So if I wanted to tie it on, I could either use like zip ties or something to hold it on, or I could actually bend the metal in and tuck it all in, which you could do, or you could slide it around the edges here and I could make it a little bit shorter, slide it all around the edges. So it just really depends on which way you want to put it on. pieces on, and what I'm doing, because I ended up zip tying it on, I am just closing off the edges with a... So I'm just closing off the edges here and just twisting the metal inwards so that there's no sharp edge for the rats to hurt themselves on. So I'm just making sure that I twist all these edges down so that the ratties won't hurt themselves and that I won't hurt myself when I'm cleaning them. so it is a long process to cover the entire cage. I've done this whole side here, and then I'm working on this back side here, which I'm pretty much done, and I'm just putting the zip ties on a certain point of it to hold it in place. And then with the bottom, I've just folded it over here. I've just folded it over on this side, and I've just bent it in and just closed down all those side edges, so that I can still unhook it once I don't need it anymore. After several hours, I've finally pieced this together. I folded these bits around and tied bits of wire. It is all very safe to touch. Like, I can touch all the bits, and if you can touch all the bits, then your rat will be safe too. So I did actually cut my finger, and I cut my hand as well on there, and my knee and my leg on it. It was very hard with all the wire. It was very frustrating to do as well. It's dark now, as you can see. It has taken me a good probably 3 to 4 hours to cover this entire thing, but I think it will be very effective now. I've covered each door individually, and I think now it will be very effective at keeping the little one in. So yeah, I guess now what I do is fill it up and then put them in there. So that is how you put together a wire cage. Yeah. Alright, if you have any questions, then let me know in the comments down below, and then yeah, that's how you do it.